Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, day 5 of the Warboss Tay May Painting Challenge, and I'm very happy to say that I've now finished the base coats. So that was my project for week 1, so I've managed to achieve that, which is great. I can move on to the next layers now, but let me show you quickly what I've been up to. So yesterday I basically had everything done apart from the pattern that I would do on my army, which is now done. As you can see, I've done the pattern on the top carapace there, the harpy stroke hive crone. I've sort of brought the pattern in and matched it into this bottom of the carapace here, just to give it a nice edge, so it sort of matches this bottom half. And I've tried to make it as symmetrical as I can, so it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that, how it's looking. I've also gone in with the heads. Now, I wasn't quite sure exactly what I was going to do with the heads, but having put the pattern on, I can see that one doesn't really need anything because of the spikes gives it its colour. And then on the other one, the pattern just seemed to be a little bit too much. So in the end, I just did the carapace like I've done the other carapaces, and I think it sort of matches in quite nicely. And just very quickly, if I put the arms on, well, the wings, that is sort of how it's shaping up at the moment. So looking pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this because I wasn't exactly sure how my colour scheme would work on this mini, but it's looking pretty cool, so I'm happy with that. So that's that one. And then on the Toxicrene mini, I did put the pattern effect just down on this bottom carapace, just to finish that section off. And again, I think it's looking pretty cool. In terms of the heads, I've got the 2 different heads here, and the one reason where the butterfly name came from for my pattern is because I like to think of butterflies and how they sort of have like the big eyes to make them look really fierce when they're on their wings. So that's what I tried to do with this pattern on this head, because it's got these like tiny little eyes on such a big model. Or well, not a big model, but a big creature. So I sort of made this pattern sort of loop into these eyes. I think it works. I think it makes it look pretty cool. Let's bung this on here. So that is how he's looking there. So it doesn't look silly. I didn't want to like draw a circle with a dot on because that would just literally look silly. But it gives the impression it's trying to be, you know, even fiercer than it already looks. And then with the other head, again, I've done sort of this sort of circular effect, but using the pattern just to try and give it just a slight resemblance that it's a bit of an eye, making it look a little bit more meaner than it maybe would be without that. So that's the whole idea of the pattern anyway. So yeah, that is it. That's what I've done. Base coat's ready, and I'm ready for the next coat. So on to the question, and day 5 question is, of all the minis you own, what is the pride of your collection right now? Why? Show it off for extra Warboss Tay points. Okay, well, obviously you've seen my jet bike from 33 Clay Dog, which I showed you in one of the previous videos, and that obviously does take pride of place. But in terms of models that I've painted, I'm going to show you what arguably is my favourite one right now. So let me just move this out the way. Okay, now you may be expecting me to get my avatar out, because I am incredibly proud of him, and you know, the paint job that I did on there, I'm really proud. But it's not going to be that mini. It's going to be this one. Now it's probably too big to get into the camera. I might have to move the camera. Yeah, I'm going to have to move the camera. Yeah, it's my Wraith Knight. Really proud of this guy. I love getting him out and putting him onto the table. I think it's a combination of things really. It's the conversion that I did on it, I'm really happy with. Having the Klingon Batlith on there, it's so wicked, just absolutely love it. And of course with the new codex, potentially usable now. So that is good. But also the base, I'm so happy with the base because I just put so much effort into this base. Let me just lower the camera a bit. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Here's a big mini. Okay, so there's the base, and I've got him basically like crushing through this speeder. Now there is a story behind this. Let me turn this round. Okay, so in there you can see there's a splattered blood angel, and on the side, if you see that, it says Mike. So that was in honour of Mike from Crew Orange Angelis. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below, but basically I won this Wraith Knight kit off of him. So in honour of that, I put him in the cockpit and I basically destroyed him with a scatter laser to the face. And he's exploded in there, there's blood and guts everywhere. I really, really like that. And then on the other side, we've got Lou. Lou from 40k Warpaint, he's in there, he's cowering. And again, I'll put Lou's link in the description below, but I did that in honour of Lou because he sent me my Eldar Battlefleet Gothic army, and that was just like a little thing in there just to remind me of Lou cowering. And then obviously, yeah, I've got this speed and he's got his foot crushing through. I've got wires coming out and stuff. A little bit of freehand there with the blood drop. Really, really chuffed with him. And of course I did that extra freehand on his pelvis thing, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Did that like double-ended Klingon symbol there. So yeah, overall I really like him. You know, I think I've painted him quite nicely. I think he's got a lot of character. He's got a nice story behind him, and he's holding a bat'leth. What more do you want? Okay, so that's it for today. Day 6 coming up tomorrow. Thanks for watching.